we are today. This is Shadow Kingdoms of Valeria. This is the solo mode for this game. This is a dice drafting Euro-style game where you're playing as all the creatures that are always being attacked by what we consider to be the forces of good. Well, they've had it, and they're coming after you. Sorry about the grog in my throat. Still kind of recovering from the allergy season here, but I want to make sure we get some content out there for the channel. So, if you haven't played Shadow Kingdoms of Valeria before, what you usually do is you take your Guardian, which is this little piece right here, and you put it on any of the 5 sanctuaries. Right, so the shrines. They're called shrines. You can't stay in the same one for 2 turns in a row. You always have to move, or you can come back to your main board, and we'll talk about why that's important in a second. You are gathering dice, but if you take a look here at this player board, you only have space for 3 dice at the beginning of the game. And you're going to be clearing those off by taking off what's called these conquest markers and putting them on the conquest board. So on your turn, you could choose to go here, and then you take a gem, that is the bonus of the area, and then you draft a dice. And this is for a red unit, or a gray unit, or I think barbarians and skeletons they are. Here, you can take 2 magic, which is all tracked on your player board, or you can claim one of the game end objectives. That's not going to happen for a while. And then you draft one of the 2 skeleton dice. Down here, and here's where the dice come more in, not in handy, but there's more to look at them. You get to spend gold, which is down here, tracked right there, on any of the effects up here. These ones only cost 1. These cost 3, and those cost 6. The ones at the top are immediate. The ones in the middle are throughout the game, and the ones at the bottom are end game. Let me just check on one thing here. And if you've played Card Kingdoms of Valeria, then it's kind of the same thing. So if I continue to buy the immediates, like if I had bought this one, it's 1. But then if I bought that one, you just have to look at the symbols at the top. It would cost me 2. Now here, you take a look at the dice you're going to draft. You'll notice at the bottom, come on, you can focus for me. Focus for me. So there's a symbol. That's the type of creature you're drafting. That's its strength. And that's the discount. Come on. Focus back for me. That's the discount that you're going to get when you buy one of your people. Same thing here. Down here, you just gain gold equal to the gold value at the bottom of the dice. Come on. Show that that's a 4. That's a 4. And over here, you'll gain one of these battle plans. Here on the side, they all cost what's on the side there. And then you'll put that battle plan down on your board. There's 3 spots. I'm going to try to push this up. There's 3 spots down here that you can put it in. And whenever you slide a battle plan into your player board, you're going to get the reward on there. So I could spend a gold to go up in influence. And I'll explain why influence is so important in just a moment. The last thing you can do is come back home and enact a battle plan. So let's say I was doing this battle plan right here. I need to spend a green dice, and a red dice. I would add up all the strength on them, and then I'd compare that to where my influence is. And then you'd get the points based on which one is lower, according to this sheet right here. After you complete a battle plan, you then go to your battle board, and you're going to take one of these tokens that's in your way of stuff, and you're going to put it down on any of them. That one had a catapult on it, so I might want to put this one here. It gives me an extra 2 points. If I had this down and I completed another one, I could put another one there, and then I'd get the chain bonus in the middle. So, you got some really neat combo stuff happening in this game. But in the solo mode, what's happening is there's only 2 dice, it's usually 1 per player, on each of the shrines. And the champion, the warden that you're going to be using moves clockwise. And you can never be in the same spot as a warden. So, they don't take any dice. And if the warden ever enters a shrine where I am, the warden gains 2 victory points immediately. And then when the adversary enters the tactics, there's a table for what you do for how many points it gets. So it's constantly gaining points. One of us is going to get 7 battle plans completed. And once that happens, the game is done. And then you take a look at the scores. Whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. So let's get started. I do go first. I'm playing as the Bats. And I want to get a battle plan going on. So let's head over here. And I'm going to actually take the one that I showed you. A lot of these 2 right here, I won't be able to claim because I only have the space for 3 dice. And if you ever are drafting a dice and you can't put it down, you either discard the one you just drafted or you switch stuff out. So I'm going to draft the 6. And when you draft a 6, it gives you no discount. I'm just checking on one thing I just said. On the on drafting the dice. If there's no dice in the shrine, then the warden doesn't move in it. But I think that's different for solo. Can't remember where I saw that, but I'm gonna say you switch it out. I'm just checking here to make sure I get this right. Like I said, this is playthrough with Matt, so come for the game, stay to correct me. Right, well, anyway, let's keep going. So I chose to draft that 6. 6 gives me no discount. Let me see if I can bring it up here so you can see that. So it gives me no discount in gold. There's a little slash there. Come on, focus for me. No, it doesn't want to. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it. I say that and then it blurred out on me. It knows what I'm thinking. Anyway, but it's worth 6 strength. Being as I see there's another green and another red out there, I think I'm comfortable taking this battle plan. And it costs me 2 gold, so I move my gold marker down 2. Now, I can choose to move my gold down another, to move my influence up 1. This is important because if you remember when I talked about the process of figuring out how well you did, it's the lower of the 2, your influence or your strength, on how many points you get. And if you didn't notice, there is a conquest marker there, which means I can't go any higher than 14 for now. These all now slide down. All right. So my turn is done. So now the adversary moves. And he's just going to move over to there. That means I cannot enter that spot. However, if you recall, I cannot, if he ends where I am, then I will be in trouble. And he'll get 2 victory points off of that. So I'm going to play it safe and move here. And I'm actually going to play him face down, flat so you can see it. I need another green and a red. The only other green is right here, so I'm going to take this one. And I gain gold. The symbol kind of scratched off there, but the 3 gives you 3 gold there. So right now, my dice strength is 9. All right? In order to get any points, I need to at least be above a 7. But I can only ever get 6 points off of that. So I'm going to try to make sure I can do the best I can with this. All right. So the adversary goes there. I am now going to head over here, take a gem, and I'll tell you what gems do in just a moment. And then I'm going to take this 4 strength dice. So gems, it's hard to see on this player board, but let me grab a different one. And the symbology is a little weird, but once you understand it, it should be fine. A gem equals a die of any color, or you may flip a die that you have. So if you're desperate and you can't seem to get the dice that you need, you're going to want to get gems out there because they will act as a dice of any color. for the purpose of satisfying a battle plan's requirements. All right, so now he goes down here. And then before I talk about what happens with battles, because that's what I'm going to do next, I'll tell you right now that once there are 3 dice left on the board, those 3 dice go back into the bag, this little bag here with the dragon on it, and we resupply with 2 at each station. Okay, so now I'm going to take my guy, and I'm going to come back here. Okay. So the first thing I do is I choose a battle plan. I'm going to choose the only battle plan I have. It needs 2 green dice and a red, 2 goblins and barbarian. And choose the troop dice, those up there, and determine my strength. So my strength right now is 13. So that gets me between the 11 and 13 range on this sheet right here. Okay? And compare the strength number to the influence level on your player board. My influence right now is 11. The lower number is your total strength, and so that would get me 6 points. So I give myself 6 points. Okay? Then, if I had any ongoing champions that gave me abilities to, get more points or something like that, I'd click that in, but I don't. Then I'm going to level up my player board by taking a conquest marker away. Now, I think I'll be able to complete another battle plan before having required to have another dice. It's because I want to take this one off so I can start getting influence moving. And then I choose what they call the Skirmish Bonus on the campaign map. Bring it here. I just completed one that has this on it. I could do that one. And I think I will. So we're going to put this token here on the campaign map. I'd get 2 extra points. However, one of the objective cards up here wants me to put my tokens in that pattern of the you have the black dots here. And if I were able to do that, I'd be able to claim those points. The other 2 are to have 3 gems, and this one says have 3 battle plans that required 3 dice. I think I would get the same amount of points if I put it in the direct middle, because it's 1 per green, 1 per goblin. And I think I'm going to do that. So it's 1 per goblin, and that would get me 2 more points. All right. Then we return all these dice to the troop bag. And just to make sure that that was the proper order of things. Yeah, so when talking about champion cards, right now, while these 2 are covered by markers, I can only have 3. And that includes stuff that gives me only one-time bonuses. So just keep that in mind. All right, so it's back to the adversary's turn. He is going to move. Now, when the adversary gets to the tactics board, he does something different. He takes the plan 5, because that costs 5 money to get that, and that would be easier to see if I could bring that down. There we go. That one costs 5, and it has 2 dice symbols on it. And according to the chart, he's immediately going to get victory points based on the number of dice symbols. So he's going to get 9 victory points. So he is now at 19. All right. And then I'm just going to put that to the side because it is possible for him to end the game. Oh, by the way, this now goes over here as part of our completed battle plan. All right. So back to me. Now, I'm thinking about what battle plans I want. I can't go to tactics quite yet because he's there. I would have to go anywhere else. But the problem is, if I go here, and he enters, he's going to get 2 victory points. And that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to take a look over here. I can fulfill that one up there fairly easily. And what I'm going to do is set my sights for this. Invade the Laborium. This was Blast Fort Araby, by the way. And what I'm going to do is go over here and take this gray 5, which gives me a discount of 1 to purchase a champion. I'm going to put this over here so I have room. I'm actually going to take this champion here. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this champion, This one allows me to take a battle plan. And so I don't have to go over here. So I'm just going to take this now. I'm going to spend a gold to increase my influence. All right. So that's a lot of stuff that just happened. Basically, I claimed a champion that makes sure that I don't have to go over to the tactics area. And I got it at a discount of 1. Oops, yes, I did get a discount of 1, so I don't even have to pay for it. If I get another champion with the Thunderbolt on top of it, then I have to pay 2. All right. So now the adversary goes here. All right, so I need another gray and I need another red. Wouldn't be bad to have some gold. So let's go ahead to here. And the 2 I drafted gives me 4 gold. Come on, focus. Focus. All right. With the 10 gold. Okay. And that's all that spot does. Oh, let me slide these down. Sorry, everybody. The adversary is going to move over here. Now, if I map this out and I go there, first off, I wouldn't be able to take the gem because the other spots are blocked for me to take the gem. Yes, you do need to clear a lot off your board to do this. And if we're only needing 7 to complete the game, there's a lot of stuff just blocking your way. But that would also only give me 8 strength. However, if I were to go here and draft this dice, which I will do, when I come back to my board, I can spend the gem that I have to turn that 1 into a 6. All right. I just want to make sure that if I can't take a dice, no, if I can't take the thing, yep, do not take a gem. Okay. The adversary moves, and I will go ahead and come back to this spot here to complete this battle plan, which needs 2 skeletons and a barbarian. I will spend my gem, and it goes back into there, and I will spin this to a 6, which will give us 13 strength, which is fine because we still fall into that same one because our influence now is 12. Remember, you get the lower. So, I'll make sure I didn't skip anything on that. Determine your strength. Yep. So our victory points are 6. So 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this goes over. So I have 2 out of the 7 I need. Now I'm going to take this off. So what I'm planning on doing, because I'm going to try to get that victory condition up there, is I'm going to place this one on that space because it gives me 1 point per skeleton I used, which were 2 of them. Oops. Come back over here, folks. All right, so that's where I am. I also have a chain influence for the in-between of 2 influence, chain bonus for 2 influence. Okay, these now go back in the bag. The adversary moves. Now I have to check about the adversary. If he moves, it doesn't say anything about him not being able to go into a spot that doesn't have a dice. Now, I could choose to go to the Tactics Shrine and see if I could get a card, but he would gain 2 victory points if I did that. But if I went here and drafted this red dice, which the last 3 I need would be that one, I get a discount of 1 gold, and I can purchase this sentry, the same one that I had before. And I do believe you can have multiple of the same names. Yes. Yep, I'm just limited. So I take another sentry, but this one's going to cost me 2. But remember, I have a discount of 1 from my dice, so I'm only going to go down 1 by this one. And I'll just be able to take this card from the board, slide it there. I'll pay 1 for that to increase my influence. And the reason you also want to increase your influence is not just for the points that you're going to get
for fighting. It's every time you should increase your influence, when you reach here, you get 2 points. All right, so now there are 3 dice left on the board. So we're going to take all of these 3. Wait, does he move first? Don't know if it really matters. At the start of your turn. Okay, so that was... The numbers don't matter because they're all going to go back in the bag, but he goes here. He's going to take the 5. Puts over there. And let's go and take a look at that sheet again. I think it was 9 points for one that only has 2. Yep, 9 points. So that's 28. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm going to make everyone throw up by moving this thing too much. So now at the start of my turn, there's only 3 dice. They go back in this bag. Now there's only 2 per shrine, starting with the gems and moving clockwise. So 5 and 4. 2 and 3. 6 and 1. 1 and 4. And then 3 and 3. Hopefully you can make out the colors of what you're looking at here. Alright, so on my turn, I'm actually going to move right up here because I need some blues. And I'll take this 2. Because I can't claim any of the objective markers quite yet, what I'm going to do is take 2 magic. Now, what does magic do in this game? It can increase your pips during battle strength. Just making sure I got this. Yeah, if you're at the champion shrine, which is where you get people, you may pay a magic to move 1 face-up card on the game board to the bottom of its deck. And we're going to do one more thing before we continue. Or if you're at the tactics shrine, you may spend a magic to move 1 face-up battle plan on the game board to the bottom of the deck. What are we doing? When you redo dice, you're supposed to get rid of all these. I never filled that other one in. So I do apologize for that, everybody. Are you supposed to do that in solo? Let me check. We're gonna check. Yeah, because it says in here when you refill the game board with dice, return all face-up champion cards on the game board to the bottom of their respective decks. That is in the game overview. I assume it happens in solo as part of the dice change. So if I'm incorrect, please let me know. Alright. So that's me. I took 2 magic and gained a dice. Adversary's going to go here. And I'm going to go here and take the 6. And I can choose to buy a champion if I want to. And I'm taking a look at some end-of-game stuff. They're expensive and I have no discount, so I might want to hold off on that for now. But what I will do is spend 3. And I'm going to take the Stalker, which, and I'll check in a second, is anytime I do a challenge like that, I'll get +2 coins and +1 magic. And that's an ongoing. When you complete one with that type. Alright. So now the Adversary Moves. And then I'm going to come here to complete this. Or, hold on. I'm going to want to do that because my influence is 15. If I get a gem, I could go higher. Alright, so I'm going to go over here. And looking ahead, I might want to take, first off, the gem. Secondly, I'm going to take this 5 skeleton. The Adversary Moves. I come back here. I'm going to complete this Collapse Stoker's Pass, which needs 2 bat wings and the Barbarian. Spend the gem to flip this to a 5, so I have a strength of 16. My influence, however, is only 15, but still that's better than what I've been doing, so I'm going to get 9 points off of that. So 16 to 25. All right, now let's see. I want to try to get some more champions, especially end of game ones. Or I'm gonna do this one because I can have more battle plans going on. I'm gonna. Do I want the extra 2 points? Should be on 28, by the way. Yeah, I kind of think I want that. So I'm gonna put this here because it gets me 2 points for completing the arrow, and I will get a dice of my choice from the board. Let me just check on that. One die from any shrine location. Well, these go back in the thing first off. So I'm gonna try to do this big one down here. So let's go ahead and take this. Alright, the Adversary Moves. I am now going to go here. And I'm going to complete... Now I'll use this to complete... the one that says I've completed 3 battle plans that only need 3 dice. And that's going to give me 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Adversary Moves. He takes the 5. Alright, so this one, he has 3 dice spaces on that. Let's take a look. When it's 3, he gains 12 points. Oh, my lead was sweet while it lasted. Alright. So now I need to collect... Well, I'm going to need that battle plan at some point. But he's got to get out of my way. And I might not even be able to take it because of the dice I have and the dice I need. The dice that's there is brown. So... let's go ahead, and we're going to go here. Is that what I want to do? No, that's not what I want to do. Let's go here. I'm going to take this blue 4. And it gives me 2 gold. The Adversary Moves. And I will go here now. Oh, there's not even a red out there, but I could get a gem. Turn that into that. Okay, so I'll go here. Get a discount of 3, so I take this for free, basically. Move that down. And then I'm going to spend down again to move my influence up a bit more. And then these can all come down. The Adversary Moves. And I'm going to go here. And I'm going to draft this dice. I don't have space for it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it into the bag, take this gem. Okay, the adversary is going to move, and now it's the beginning of my turn. Oh, I never filled this in. So I need to refill the dice. These go back in the bag. So 2 for the gems. By the way, there's 5 of each color in the bag. Seem to like green right now. Okay. Excuse me. So it's the beginning of my turn. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to spend this gem to turn the brown into a red, which would allow me to complete this battle plan. So now I get to see would I like to spend any magic to up some pips. Right now my total is 15. My influence is 16. Love to get the next level. So I'm just going to bump one of them up by 1. All right.
that should get me to where I need to be. Yep, so that was 16, and the influence matches. So 16 will get me 12 points. Right there. So I'm at 46. Let's take a look at, I'm going to open that 5th dice. And let's do this one down. No, we're going to do this one down here. Because I was over 15 strength, so it gives me an extra 2 points. It gives me 2 magic for the chain bonus. All right. Okay. Back in the bag. And the adversary moves. All right, let's take a look and see what I might want to get. Let's do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here. I seem to be doing a lot of this. I'm going to take this brown, which gives me a discount of 2. Getting the century again. Now, I already have 3 of these, so it's going to cost me 3 coins, but I have a discount of 2, so I only spend 1 coin. And I'm just going to take this one from there, and I don't believe I pay. Let me check that just to make sure. Without paying its cost, correct. So what I will do this to up my influence as well. Okay, so that is my turn. He moves. It's going to take 5. My lead was short while it lasted. He only has 4 battle plans now. That's 12 points because it's 3 symbols. So he's at 52. Yep, 12 points. Okay, let me go here and take this one. That is 5 money. So 3 to 8. He moves here. I'm going to go here to take the 4. Give me a discount of 2. Taking a look at the endgame conditions. Ooh. And I'm going to try and get this guy. So the 4 gave me a discount of 2. So those cost 6. I don't have any endgame ones. This one will give me 1 point for each goblin that I have at a max of 10 points on my battle plans. So 6 minus 2 is 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just check that it's not just 1 per card. It's the Warmonger icon. Yep, up to 10 victory points. And we'll go here. I will go here. I'll take a gem. Now, if I do some math here, right now I'm sitting at 12 strength, but I could be much higher, and I think I can be at 17. So 7, if I flip this to a 6, it'll be 17, yeah. So that'll be my plan, because the adversary will come here. I'll come back here to finish this battle plan down here, which needs 2 brown and 2 green. Spend the gem, flip this token, this dice to get a 6. That gives me a 17. My influence is 17. That will give me 12 points off of the sheet. So that's 60 points. And I'm going to use this one with the gems over here, which gives me an extra point per brown dice I used. So that's 2 more dice. These go in here. And I get 2 chain bonuses because I linked 2 of them. So 3 money, 1, 2, 3, and a gem. Now I'll need to complete one last one down there to get the next bonus. We forgot to fill that in. All right. The adversary comes here. Now I have to think about what kind of battle plan I want. Got 5 completed. He's got 4. He'll complete his 5th soon. It might not be a bad idea to come here and try to complete some quick ones. So I'll take this 5 at a discount of 1. Gives me this. And I'm going to put it here so I can spend the coin to up my influence. And even though he'll gain 2 points from me going there, he doesn't get a card with 3 at the top. The only downside is if we flip it and it's a 4. And it's still a 3. So I took a risk. He comes here, he gets 2 points. And then he completes this one. He'll get 12 victory points because that's 3 symbols.
So he's at 66. I'm not too concerned. Should be able to handle this. But I do need a red. However, I do have a gem. So I'm going to go here. This will be a low-scoring one for me. No, I'm not going to go there because he's there. So let me go here. Let's get 2 magic so I can work on some pip stuff. And I'll take the 6. All right. Okay, so now he'll move here. I'm going to move back here because I want to try to end this on him. So I'll spend 1 magic to up this pip to 6. That only gives me 12, and it's less points than usual, but still, like I said, gives me a chance to kind of knock him down a little bit. So that's completed because I'm going to spend this gem to turn that gray into a red. Okay. So 12 only gives me 6 points. And I'm going to use this token. This will give me nothing. But it does give me, is that just draw? I'm really bad at that. Take one. So I'm going to have up to 10 now. Get any champion for free. Let's just get the Huntsman. It's not the best option for me, but he'll have some points. These go in here. Oh, that was the chain bonus. And then I get 3 money down there. 3. Okay. He moves. Let's go ahead. I can't go there. I can go here. I'll take this. Discount of 4. We'll give this a shot because it's going to recycle at the beginning of my next turn. And that'll be my 7th. And I'm spending the coin there. And then I have to spend another coin because I went to the 5 and I had a 4 discount. And he was here. All of these go back in the bag. Before I forget, all of these are going to go back and discard. All right, there's an endgame card I might be interested in down there. Well, that's expensive now. 2 dice each. Oh no, I think I was at 18. All right, so I'm going to head over to here for a few reasons. I'm going to take this 6, but I'm also going to take, and this will give me a +1 strength bonus for each one. And I've made the pattern for this up here, and that gives me 8 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Now, I do remember something here. So he's going to get points because I have conquest markers on things. But we'll see. We'll see. Hold on. Let's see if I can make this work. All right. So now the adversary gets to go. And I need 1 more blue. Let's go here. Get this. And get the die. Get the gem. It's going to go here. This is his 6th. It's 12 points for him. So 66 to 78. I'm at 76. All right. So now I'm going to come back here, and he'll get 1 last turn. Spend this gem to flip the 2 to a 5, and then use my magic. 4, 5, 6 to get this up to a 6, and then 1 more so we can have it at straight 18. I want to try to get as much as I can. That gives me 15 points in strength because it matches my influence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That is that type. So I'm going to do this, which gives me an extra 2 because it's a catapult card. And my chain bonus gives me 2 influence. Each influence I now bump further, I would get 2 points. Alright. Now I'm checking to see endgame. Move the adversary 1 space clockwise. Alright. So, my champions cards, I have 2 that are endgame. And one of them is 1 for each goblin on my completed not task battle plans. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. At a max of 10. The other one is 2 for each arrow. I went really hard on the catapults this time, so I think I only have 1 arrow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 2 points on that. All right. So now, then I would gain 1 victory point per die on my player board. Well, I don't have any on my player board right now. Then give the adversary 7 points for each empty award card. There's only 1 empty award card up there, so you get 7 points. And 5 points for each award with my marker on it, so you get 10 points. All right, so the adversary ended with 95 points. I ended with 99, so this is a win. So that is Shadow Kingdoms of Valeria's solo mode. It's very interesting. Actually, quite like this a lot. If you haven't played this game before, it's kind of like a game that flew under the radar for a lot of people. I think it's a really neat game, especially with everything that kind of clicks into position. Very colorful, beautiful artwork in this game. So check it out, and you'll hear more about my thoughts on it when I do my rundown. Thanks for joining me, everybody. We'll see you next time. I'm Matt the Dice Chucker, and you've been watching The Literary Gamers. Bye, everybody.